The time has come. I can no longer put this off anymore. It has been years, and I've lived so long with this regret. And today, I'm gonna do something about that. Back years ago, back in my babysitting era, I was doing a lot of thrifting. Who am I kidding? I still do a lot of thrifting. I was routinely finding beautiful shoes, and I bought this beautiful pair of red ladybug polka dotted high heels, and they were just the cutest pair ever, and they went with so many different dresses, and like I could wear my vintage stuff, I could wear, you know, more modern stuff. I now have a ladybug polka dot dress that like would match perfectly, but the pair of shoes, yeah, I bought them for like what, $7 at Goodwill. It's not like we're talking, you know, high quality or anything, but like that doesn't matter. The shape of the toe is perfect and all that. That's why I like the shoes. The only thing is, you know, because they were on the cheaper side, the rubber fell off the soles. You know, they started cracking on the bottom. I went to a couple shoe repair, leather repair people, and they told me like how much it was gonna be. And it was gonna be a lot of money. And I was like, okay, well, I paid $7 for the shoes, and the shoes aren't like a high quality brand anyway. So like, what am I doing? It's not like I'm investing in a pair of, you know, real leather or Uggs or something that somebody paid a lot of money for at one point. It's just my little red high heels. And I just think they're the cutest thing. They're satin, and they have this little frilly detail. And they're like my favorite pair of shoes. And I have not worn them, I kid you not, since, well, I remember the last time I wore them was 2018. It has been years, and they've always sat in the back of my closet, and I've been thinking about them on and off, and like, oh, should I go to the shoe repair? I would talk to the shoe repair people in New York when I was taking the shoes from Broadway. I just always thought to myself, I'm a cobbler at heart. Why can't I do something about them? And I love repairing shoes, and I love shoes, and I want to build shoes. So I decided we will not wait any longer. I have the goods. We're going to repair these ourselves. Well, just me. You can watch. So this is what I did. I bought some rubber off Amazon, 2.2 mm rubber sole repair pad. This is like really thick, but it's fine. I got some E6000, not Barge. Barge is like $27 for a big container of it, which I probably should get at some point, but that wasn't this week. So I picked this up at Walmart, E6000. It's very strong. I will be doing this outside with a mask. Do not recommend, you know, using this stuff yourself, especially if you're pregnant. That's just a big no-no. Have no idea what I'm doing, but this is gonna be a great learning experience and another skill. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so here they are up close. They're adorable. There's a stain here, as you can see, but we'll try and get rid of that. But probably not the highest quality. I see some staples here. Yeah, that's some felt. I feel like this is glued, the satin, and it's puckering a little bit. They almost seem like, you know what? They're probably costume shoes now that I think about it. They're probably like 1950s Amazon replicas. But that's fine, I still like them. Yeah, okay, so somehow I have to trace this. I guess the easiest thing would be to peel this off and use this as a pattern, but I need it to go all the way around here. What's behind here? Oh, okay. Well, this looks like a mat for your car. Sturdy. Well, how am I supposed to trace this on? I guess chalk? Okay, most importantly, I'm using kitchen scissors, not my sewing scissors, because this rubber dull the scissors probably pretty fast. Okay, I'm a little nervous. I'm used to cutting fabric, not rubber. I'm kind of getting like under the shoe a little bit. I'm not going like around the outside. I'm trying to get, you know, brothers barely shows. Okay, I'm more making an indent than like a chalk mark. I'm just like indenting the rubber, which if that's how the cookie crumbles, that's fine. As long as I can see it. Perfect, perfect. Look at this. This is going swimmingly. Okay. Oh, well, these scissors are terrible. If you're a kid watching this, don't try this. Get an adult to do it. Okay. Great. Ooh, crispy. I really don't know why it took me this long to do this. What was I so scared of? So then to do the right foot, the right foot, I guess I would just flip it over like this and use it as a pattern. When I was a 10-year-old, I wanted to make toe shoes for myself, like ballet point shoes. So I took 2 plastic yogurt containers, like the little tubs, like the mini tubs, and I sewed little slippers and then stuffed the tubs into the toes of my slippers. And those were my point shoes. Because the yogurt containers kind of looked like the square box on a point shoe. Obviously, not exactly. But, you know, to my 10-year-old brain, I thought they were ingenious. And I would stuff cotton in them and then try to stand on my toes. So that was kind of like my first little shoemaking experience. And now I kind of want to make shoes again. Now I don't know which is the right and which is the left. I think this is correct. Does it matter? Maybe it doesn't matter. Okay. And then we need the little strip up here. Perfect. All right, I'm gonna get... All right, well now I need fabric scissors. These are what I use as snips at Aladdin, but I'm just gonna go ahead and use these. All right, we're eyeballing this. Okay. Beautiful. We love it. We love it. Not perfect, but great. Wow, I'm like so not precise here. Marvelous. Okay, we're gonna go outside and start our gluing. I think I'm gonna do the cloth first. Oh, why did I think this was gonna be clear? Oof, this is strong, guys. This is real strong. You do not wanna do this in an enclosed area. All right, I never know what to do when glue in these like aluminum containers. Actually, I don't know if it's aluminum. I don't know what it is, but when it's like under pressure, so it just keeps coming out. Like it just won't stop, you know? Now it's getting on the ground. Oh, what is happening? Oh gosh, all right, well. Now, if some little birdie comes and tries to eat it and then dies, I'm gonna feel really bad. I'm gonna try and pick it up so it doesn't cause a problem to the nature outside. Oh, I was supposed to do the cloth first, wasn't I? This is harder than it looks. Oh gosh. This is where you need a shoe clamp, which would be great, but I don't even know if these shoes would take a shoe clamp without wrecking the shoe. I just put the thing on the wrong one too. I think this is not... I don't even know. Maybe this is why I waited so long. Maybe I knew this would happen. I was afraid of something popping off like this. You know, I think I'm a little scared of the E6000. I'm used to barge, you know? out of my element here. This isn't going the way I planned. I'm thinking I probably should have just paid somebody to do it. What a shame. I was so excited about this. But isn't that how these projects go? Yeah. Okay, that went on a little better. Beautiful. This might have to be like the initial glue, and then I'll add more when it's fully dry. I came up with a solution. Rubber bands. The rubber bands are going to act as clamps. All right, I'll let you know when I have an update on the shoes. But the amount of bug bites I got just being out there, it's insane. So I'm gonna try and get them off. It's like my whole arm got attacked. Okay, the results are in. I have my shoes on with my matching dress that I made myself. And the rubber, thankfully, is sticking. I do want to go in with a little more glue to like the toe and behind the rubber a little bit, but they made it through the night. Everything's drying nicely, and I would say overall this was a success. So I feel like I did gain another skill, and I can now take care of my own shoe repairs a little better than I was before. So this is great. This is just giving me the confidence that I need. So yeah, was this a perfect project? Did it go as smoothly as I wanted it to? No, but it did work. And I think it was, for the price that I paid for the shoes, I think this was the smart choice to just repair them myself. But yeah, thanks so much for watching.